Hey, yo, what's good with it, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Wilson. You are now tuned in to Wilson Block 100 Radio, and we live on the wilsonblock.net. You know what I mean? And we gonna get into just a little encouragement, you know what I'm saying? I want to share with the people out there, you know what I'm saying? My other fellow local artists, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna play some local music, you know what I'm saying? From cats that are actually in the Wilson Block Network. You know what I mean? So make sure you submit your formal artist introductions. You know what I mean? Come through the network. You know what I'm saying? Introduce yourself. You know what I mean? Get an interview. Let's get it going. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff is for the record. And we're going to get into the main topic in a minute. You know what I'm saying? But first, you know what I mean? We're going to play this first track by About Face. It's called Still Pretending, and they submitted their music to the Wilson Block. You could check it out. I actually listened to it, and I really liked it. So I went ahead and bought the track, you know what I'm saying? Big shout out About Face. I hope you appreciate the fact that we playing the track, you know what I mean? And holla at your boy, you know what I'm saying? Thanks for being a part of the network, and let's get it.
Myself pretending it's 1999. I'm still just 6 years old, and hills were put there just to climb. And you're standing right beside me in your flowered summer dress. And your parents try to warn us, but we just sneak right through the fence. Speaking of, does your mother still tell strangers that you just turned 25? Is it funny now as it was then when we nearly split our sides? Oh, where does it all go? Swear we saw it happen, but it never does take hold. Oh, where does it all go? Swear the past can happen, but it never does let go. Pretending that it's just 2009 and that my whole world was behind the wheel with you sitting by my side. Well, and I just wanted to grow up and to accelerate my life. And the taste of your warm lips was all I thought I'd need to find. So where does it all go? So I saw it happen, but it never take hold. So where does it all go? Swear the past could happen, but it never does let go. And I bet you will tell strangers that you just turned 25. When I'll still be pretending that the choice was mine, and that it wasn't that job in Portland that made you split our lives. So I guess we're all pretending. In the end it turned out fine. Just trying to ignore when all strangers give it time. We saw it happen, but it never did take hold. So where does it all go?
Yes, sir. That was About Face, you know what I'm saying, was Still Pretending. You know what I'm saying? And I thought that was a great track. You know what I mean? I actually related to it on a personal level. You know what I mean? So go ahead and check that out on the Wilson block. You know what I mean? I really like what they doing over there. You know what I'm saying? About Face, big shout out. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. So, you know what I'm saying? This episode, we talking about why the world will settle for your story. So tell it. Okay. And, you know what I mean? I'm really speaking from experience here. You know what I'm saying? As a local artist coming up, listen, man, I still see myself as a kid. You know what I mean? But I'm 28 and the reality is, man, you ain't no kid. You know what I mean? So that's really what I've been dealing with on my beautiful struggle and all that as Bing Bing and everything. You know what I mean? And, you know, people tell me like, you know what I mean? Nowadays, you know, I look at music that's coming out, the artists that are doing their thing. You know what I mean? The new artists that are younger than me, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, even the artists older than me or at the same age as me, you know, they're like, oh yeah, you know, I had to do one to keep up with the young cats and where music is now. And when people do that, you know, I just always had an impression in my mind, like, you know, nah, I'm not going to do that. Not that I wouldn't do, cause I'm already open to all types of different stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why when you listen to my music, you know, I try to harmonize and, you know, I try to come with something a little different. Most of my music is soulful stuff. You know what I mean? It might sound sad or, you know, but what I'm saying is like, you know, I took the long way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never really pursued, you know, looking for a label to sign me or anything like that. You know what I mean? I was like, man, shoot, I got enough creative ambition. I'm going to go ahead and take the long way and build this thing brick by brick. You know what I'm saying? And here we are today on Wilson Block Live, you know what I'm saying? Playing local music and we still here. You know, I came to a whole new city and I'm still holding it down. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy, Mr. Wilson. You know what I mean? The reason why, you know what I'm saying, the world will settle for your story, you know what I'm saying, is because you have a unique testimony. You know what I'm saying? You have a testimony unlike anybody else. You know what I mean? We come out of these neighborhoods and we wonder why, you know, our local town don't support us. And we wonder why, you know what I mean, the people close to us don't support us. It's because, you know what I mean, you in particular have some impact to make in the world somewhere else. It may not even be that far, but it's not necessarily where you would expect it to be. So keep an open mind. You know what I mean? You know, don't conform. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody will relate perfectly, you know what I'm saying, to your story. You know what I mean? You can inspire others by the truth of who you are. You know what I mean? And that's why it's important to embrace your individuality. You know what I'm saying? Your flaws and all. You know what I mean? Appreciate who you are. Love who you are. You know what I mean? Because there's no one like you. You know what I'm saying? You know, we all have to live for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And you might as well just be someone you can live with. You know what I'm saying? That comes down to your decision making and you know what I'm saying? How you conduct yourself with others and all of that. You know what I'm saying? All of that is important, you know? Like I said, you know, someone will appreciate the least of who you naturally are. You know what I mean? You don't have to change a thing. Just be who you are. And there's a community, there's a group of people, there's people in the world that will love and appreciate who you are for who you are. You know what I mean? And, you know, be a living example. You've been through a lot, be a living example, you know what I'm saying, of resilience and perseverance and endurance, you know what I'm saying, and overcoming and different obstacles, you know what I'm saying, and also the world will settle for your story, so tell it, you know what I mean, that's the importance of lyrical substance, you know what I mean, excuse me, what are you leaving behind, you know, and if I was to pick up your book, you know what I mean? To see what you left behind, what can I take from it other than just mindless entertainment? You know what I'm saying? What you put, your lyrics are very important. You know what I'm saying? Believe in yourself, liberate yourself. You know what I'm saying? By sharing your story. You know what I'm saying? Cause once you share your story, you're over it. You're empowered. It's no longer holding you back. You know what I'm saying? You know, treat your songs and music with respect. You know what I mean? Through your lyrics, you know what I'm saying? On a note to that, you know, be remembered for who you are. You know what I'm saying? That's the benefit of telling your story. Don't feel like you have to get shot 9 times like 50 Cent or be, Freeway Rick Ross. Nah, man, you could be the dude that go to the library every day like me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still pursuing my dream and I'm loving it. You know what I'm saying? Remember that you are in control. You know what I'm saying? It's very important. You know what I'm saying? You are, the one responsible for making sure that one person who's supposed to hear your story hears your story. You know what I mean? Don't feel like you have to be like others. You know what I'm saying? Just be you, go hard, do your thing. And that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, we're going to go ahead and close it out. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? The world will settle for your story. So tell it. We're going to get into this last track, Santonio Bandanas, Compass. And this is one of my personal favorites. You know what I'm saying? So when this is over, just go ahead and tune into the next show. It's the WilsonBlock.net. Make sure you subscribe and all that good stuff. And I'm going to holler right back at you. Thank you for tuning in. I'm out.
Yeah. Consumed by fire, trials of life for any living, no matter religion, culture, and family, scope, tradition, entrenched in this globe, spinning on a road to perdition. From while it lasts, hell of a trip, different roads, same ending, roller coaster that's over too quick. Behold the road ahead, take hold of your sense. Never know when you gon' go through losing someone that you close to, but when your life falls to pieces, and there's money that was owed you, identity, credit, and bank fraud, electricity, build something, take away they job. John Henry style, stomp you Hymens, holding the hammers to my deathbed. Ladies say I have a high bar, plethora of angles I could approach from and show some individuality, ripping and casualty, foaming at the fake savagery, and whatever it may be, I'ma do and say things that'll call into existence directions to get us out of here. If but for the second it takes for inhalation of our atmosphere. Ladies be like he be rapping weird, alien tongue from the Earthling Council, translator, mover and shaker. Just do what you can and tell them you gonna love me for who I am. Everybody got their struggles that they going through, man. Take your life by the reins and you put your soul in your hand. Don't let the TV or the paper take control where you stand. Let's keep it moving, you already know when chosen your path.
There was a road that I've been on, that brought me here, I heard a call, picked up the phone, and I get here about the code to carry on and be the bridge.
Tell the ways to get the same place, you know the deal.
There was a road that I've been on, that brought me here, I heard a call, picked up the phone, and I get here about the code to carry on and speak the bridge.
Tell the ways to get the same place, you know the deal. Low road, high road instinct is a man's best friend. An investment, a big break. Any shot you see that you can't take. Settling scores, melting melodies. I'm Metatron with the metaphors. Get a syllabalism built into its umbilical cord. Guiding light is rhyming tight. The fuck I MC for. Back venues to empty floors. Let me be the soundtrack to your life when times get hard. True artists with bars at your local bar with tonic. I vomit the power cosmic and compliment the whole damn feel of the place. Time travel, but I'm still in one place. I saw the future is for you that awaits. I'll be your compass and your campfire to be okay. Yes, and it's gonna be okay today.
There was a road that I've been on, that brought me here, I heard a call, picked up the phone, and I get here about the code to carry on and be the bridge.
Tell the ways to get the same place, you know the deal.
There was a road that I've been on, that brought me here, I heard a call, picked up the phone, and I get here about the code to carry on and speak the bridge.
Tell the ways to get the same place, you know the deal.
Hey, yo, what's good with it, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Wilson, and you are now tuned in to Wilson Block 100 Radio. And we got a very special guest on the block with us today. You know what I'm saying? Lyssa, True Poet.
What's up, y'all? It's Lyssa, True Poet. Y'all check me out if you haven't heard the music yet. You can find me on Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud, whatever you got. Find me on there. Lyssa, True Poet, LYSSATRUEPOUET. you know what it is.
Thank you. So, we real honored to have you here for this exclusive interview with the Wilson Block. You know what I mean?
I'm honored to be here. I appreciate it.
No doubt. You know what I'm saying? You come a long way. You know what I mean? For this interview. Maybe you didn't come for the Wilson Block, but you came for the Wilson Block. You know what I mean?
Things happen,
Yeah.
It's supposed to happen.
Thank you. So I appreciate you for coming through, man. What's the latest and greatest?
The latest and greatest, I'm out here in Seattle. I'm feeling good. I got here Wednesday, and honestly, I felt good as soon as I got off the plane.
Yeah.
It was like a weight had been lifted from me. I felt like my energy, honestly, had been blocked for a long time, and I had been doing a lot of writing as usual. I'm a true writer, and that's why, true poet. That's the name. You know it.
Thank you.
And when you hear the music, I hope you really know it, and then I just hope that my message really gets out there to who it's supposed to reach.
Right.
That's the path I'm trying to take.
Thank you. So, I got a lot to talk about real quick, you know what I mean? And before we jump into it, just go ahead and give the people a quick background on yourself.
All right, well, I'm on both coasts, my whole life. I've been on both coasts. I grew up on both coasts, from both Washingtons. I'm out there in New Jersey living right now, and out there recording in New Jersey, recording in New York. And I just been on a different vibe, and I feel like the energy's been unblocked, and I think it just comes from a childhood,
Yeah.
And then being on both coasts allows me to be around multicultural people and different vibes all the time. So
Absolutely.
It's easy for me to tap in. I've always been intuitive, so that's what I use for my music and motivation. So I've just been able to just really tap into that lately, and hope I give it to the world and the truth.
No doubt. Okay, so what was the difference? You know what I'm saying? Other than, the two Washingtons being two different places, you know what I mean? But, what was the difference in way of life?
It depends on different times in my life, to be honest,
Okay.
I could take you through different moments, and I do that, and fast forward a song I just did, a couple days, a few days. Well, now it's been almost a week, I guess,
Okay, new song?
Yeah, I wrote it and then recorded it the day before I got here, so.
Yeah, so go ahead and tell us more about some current and upcoming projects.
Currently, I'm working on my solo project, it's called Truth Serum, and I'm also working on a collab project with this Bronx artist named Cash Chase. Shout out Left Lane Campaign, True Poets, and it's really just two different vibes, which, is kind of what I was talking about, which is really expressing in both these tapes.
Yeah.
My personal one, kind of more darker, explains where I'm at or where I came from and everything in between, and just kind of give it to you raw and just give it to you rough and rugged.
Yeah.
And then the other collab project I got is just kind of storytelling and just talking about my experiences and just really getting, intimate with my situations and intimate on the microphone, and yeah.
Right, no doubt. We just had a listening session, you know what I mean? And I have to say that, I'm gonna go on the record of saying it, you know what I mean? That, I'm really impressed with your music, you know what I mean? I really think that, you have a lot of substance, you know what I mean? And I can tell that you have something to say, you know what I mean? And it's not just like, listen to me, It's like, yo, I got something to tell you, you know what I mean? And, with that, I'm saying, I just, hope other artists out there, I'm saying, that, write music, understand that, there's artists out here that it's a real way of life, I'm saying, lifestyle, for people, I'm saying, it's like therapy,
Absolutely,
expression,
exactly. That's exactly the feeling.
So, when people come out with that's my whole thing with the mumble thing, is like, yo, it's kind of like undermining, what I'm saying, the seriousness and the authenticity of, artists that really use this medium to express themselves. Right. But yeah, what I'm saying?
I feel dumb listening to that shit, man.
Right? So tell me about some of your favorite cuts. You know what I'm saying?
You talking about of my own?
Yeah.
honestly.
Let's talk about stuff that's out right now.
Stuff that's out right now, Uncomfortable, that's out right now. Everything that's really on my SoundCloud, to be honest. I got a couple tracks up on my Spotify. I got some stuff up on my YouTube. There's my video out that's out right there, the Uncomfortable music video. And there's some other music on there that people can check out. And really, I'm just trying to focus on this new stuff I've been dropping. You know, I'm about to drop, I should say, like these upcoming projects, because I got another collab project too that I'm working on with an R&B singer. You know, I won't really mention too much about it too yet because I'm working on so many projects. You know, I'm focused on just this solo project and then the mixtape with the.
So yeah, what's the you know closest release date? What project has the closest release date? Prospectively, it's either gonna be it's a toss up right now. Okay, it's a toss up right now because everything is recorded. I'm just trying to mix everything and get it, you know, to the standards that I want it to be at. And sometimes you got to learn when to put things away because I swear, like sometimes I'll think that something's not done. Sometimes you got to know when things are done and just put it out. Exactly. So, sometimes you got to leave well enough alone. Yeah, exactly. Not for real. Yeah, man. So you know, as artists, sometimes we can get carried away very easily. You know, just by letting that creative, letting that creative flow. You know. But yeah, man, that's what's up. So, I mean, you've been rocking any shows lately, or, you know what I'm saying? What's that looking like? My last show was in Philly, actually, and that was actually a couple of months ago. But I'm really trying to get back on that. I've really just been in the studio lately and vibing, you know, and just talking to the beats and, you know. Just really, you know, going through the process, going through the motions. I let the beats play, and I feel like they talk to me and I talk back. And that's really just how the song process goes to me. No doubt. And it's... Like I said, I live every day, I write every day, so just trying to get my different experiences. So you're a writer first? Yeah, absolutely, and that makes me a poet, and I'm a poet first before I'm a rapper or whatever you want to call it, artist, before I'm an MC, whatever you want to say, whatever you want to call it, category, whatever. I really don't fit in no box, no label, but whatever you want to say, you know, storyteller, poet is, you know what I'm saying? That's really what it is, because music is just rhythm and poetry, and that's actually the name of my... Thank you, wow. That's actually the name of my first project. I've never heard anyone just say that back to me. Man, that's actually the name of my first mixtape. Rhythm and Poetry. And it's called R.A.P., you know, Rhythm and Poetry. And that's what rap is. Absolutely. Rhythm and Poetry. And that's what my first mixtape's called. Wow. And that's out right now. Damn. I'm fucking blown back right now. Like, cause like, yo, I remember like, I be professing that, you know what I mean? So like, for someone to say it, I'm like, okay, yeah, we're right here. You know what I mean? Yeah, like, absolutely. But yeah, that's what's up. Okay, no doubt. So have you done any performances at all in Seattle? Yeah, I have. Before, I did, what was it called? I was performing at this club called Maxim's. I was performing, I think it's over there. It's no longer in business. Okay. But it's over there in the South End. Right. And I've performed at, what was that name of the club? It started with an A, downtown Ampersand. I'm new to Seattle, so okay. I don't really know. Oh yeah, okay. Ampersand. Like it got shot up, and then somebody had to they changed the name. Like that happens a lot with the clubs out here. Oh wow. So like they changed it. It's not Ampersand no more, but it's still in the same location. It's a whole different thing now. Okay. So I did some shows there. I did some shows at the Cultural Center. You know, here and there. You know. Right. To be honest, it's been a blur. Yeah, it's been a blur. Like I can't even remember, you know, all the spots. But so, what are some things that inspires you? You know what I'm saying? Like your creativity. You know what I'm saying? And writing new music. Writing new songs. The things that inspire me are the moments in life, the things that I want to have, and like the things I want to go for, my goals, and just really kind of when people. I got inspired the other day actually because. Somebody told me, they wrote me this long little thing. They're trying to meet up with me. They live probably about an hour away from here, but they know I'm in town, so they want to drive up and see me and like talk to me and they're like, your music, I really fuck with your music. They're like, you don't even know I played your music for people out here, and I want to tell you what they think about it. And you know, like she was like, you like saved me from like killing myself and like you know what I'm saying, like that shit was emotional, she was like it was like kind of unreal, you know what I'm saying, like I mean when you get those are priceless, you know? Like you know that was the first time that happened to me like that deep, you know what I'm saying, that was just recent, you know, and I'm just like damn, you know what I'm saying, like wow, you know, and that's the reason why I do that shit. You know what I'm saying? That was like an inspiring moment, right? You know that your music has impacted somebody, you know, in such a way. And I didn't know that, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, you know, really nobody really. I don't really feel like my people fuck with my music like that. I feel like some do, you know what I'm saying? But on a smaller scale, like, you know, they do, but they don't. But like not where I want it to be. But it's also it's a process. You know, I can't do everything myself. I've been doing it just myself, and that's all I've been doing. Right. You know. I mean, a lot of times we expect, our closest, you know what I'm saying, to
That's
be
not where it's
our
at.
biggest supporters,
That's not where it's at at
and
all.
that's just not
realistic.
the fact of the matter,
Never that. Nah, that's real shit.
And
That's
even though, like, it's really like, the way it seems is like, it's never just the people we want. You know what I'm saying? They don't even necessarily have to be close people, but they could be people whose opinion we value. You know what I mean? They could be people who we look up to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That, you in some way, you can not care what people think, but you hope that you get their approval because you looked up to them, then there's that, you know what I'm saying?
There's that, yeah.
You know what I mean? But who are some musical influences, you know what I'm saying, that you listened to growing up?
Coming up, it was definitely Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill, she, definitely hit me in a lot of different stages in my life and got me through a lot of things, and opened up my mind to a lot of things. Erykah Badu,
right?
I vibe with her still to this day, Nas,
Nas.
definitely Nas.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's
so definitely, I could definitely
really very poetic artist,
Yeah.
And then now you got Blue, like I was saying, Blue and Exile. I really appreciate their music.
Yeah, absolutely.
But Blue gets down too, like he really gets down. I like him a lot. And then Styles P.
Yeah.
Scarface. I listened to Scarface. When I was coming up too. He's very storyteller too.
Right.
He'll take you and paint a picture, and you're there in the moment. And I like neo soul. It just depends on the moods. I like neo soul artists. Jill Scott.
Right.
Things like that.
100. So, you actually had, like, your experiences with, just, trouble. You know what I mean? How's the journey been for you? You know what I'm saying? What have been some challenges that you faced along the way?
Oh, man. The very essential challenges that you need to be successful in life, just as far as, jobs, housing, things like that. It's been a struggle like that. And those, if you're not balancing those areas, it's, quality of life is not the same.
Right. I mean, is it hard to balance, like, the life thing and then and still the artist thing? I mean, you say you write
music,
every day.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of one and the same, but it's as far as being able to record and put out music consistently,
Yeah, that's the challenge.
Yeah. But I've been trying to turn my brain up a wavelength and just trying to manifest the things that I want to have, and it's been looking pretty good,
Yeah.
And it's really the direction I'm just trying to go in.
Right. Gotta keep optimistic. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Gotta stay optimistic.
Absolutely.
So yeah, man. What do you want? Plan to accomplish through your music? What do you want to ultimately do?
A couple of things. I'm trying to reach as many people I can that are meant to be reached. Like my music's not for everybody, and I understand that, but people that it's supposed to be for, and I just really want to get, give them the truth from my perspective and hope it connects with them.
Absolutely.
In some type of way that is positive, and that's really the goal,
No doubt.
And then also, I want to be able to, do music and let it pay my bills. You know what I'm saying? I don't got to be nothing extravagant. I don't got to be no Cash Money Millionaire.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, not
doesn't
for real.
have to be.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If that comes, it comes.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? I welcome it. But I'm saying, like, that's not what I'm doing it for. But I would, of course, like to be able to have my career, pay my bills and live comfortably and, not have to be paycheck to paycheck. Stuff,
Right.
Those type of situations,
Yeah, I just seen a message this morning that said that your paycheck is the bribe they give you to forget about your dreams. And I was just like, wow. I was just like, what? I just felt so real for me for just being, not so much a businessman, but an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? That's really just been trying to break through. You know what I'm saying? In some way. So it's definitely a beautiful struggle.
Talib Kweli too.
Oh yeah,
Beautiful
no doubt.
struggle.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that got me through some stuff too.
Real talk. And, you know, that's the power of, you know, artists making real hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Real lyrics. And,
Joy Badass, you know.
You don't even gotta be. I mean, hip hop is not just lyrical too. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop is all encompassing. You know what I'm saying?
And I have tracks like that too. You know, my music is like that too. Like I said, it's different moods, different vibes. You don't always have to, you know, sometimes. But I feel like there's a cutoff point. You should be having some type of something, and whether you're making people laugh, whether you're making people, you know, think about something, or throwing some knowledge out there, or sparking a seed, or whatever, you know, or just want to get on there and, you know, have something political or funny, like what I'm saying, whatever type of mode you're trying to have. Right. But some people take it to too much, you know, take it a little too far, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Not saying nothing, just getting on and making some sounds or whatever.
Right.
You don't even know what you're saying sometimes, and it's kind of scary. Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
It's a sad reflection of our generation. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because, you know, we grow up, we look at TV. And that's where we get the idea. We're like, oh, I can do this, and it looks cool. You know what I mean? We're influenced by it. We're easily influenced.
Actually, we're sponges.
And so we grow up and we're like, shit, I want to do what I seen them doing. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Only my way. You know what I mean? And it ain't necessarily more positive. Right. I ain't gonna say better. You know what I mean? But you know, it ain't really no better.
Yeah, it's not.
But yeah, man, you know, real quick, you got, you know, some bars you want to lace us with real quick, you know what I'm saying? I got to kind of put you on the spot.
Well, you know? Just something with no beat.
Yeah, just you know, exactly. Some acapella, you know, I just want, you know, I'm sure the audience wants to hear, you know what I'm saying, if Lyssa True Poet really got some poetry on the spot, though. You know what I mean? This is like mobile open mic right here.
I'm saying it don't always got to be poetic, right? But I guess
it don't even got to rhyme as long as it's something from you. You know?
No, I was just gonna say, should I come at him with something funny and story? You know what I'm saying? Something funny,
something
or something
real. Come with something that's gonna stimulate their minds. You know what I'm saying? Something that's gonna make them think, thought provoking shit. You know what I mean?
No, for real.
I mean, I heard a couple tracks, so you know, that's something I'd want to hear. You know what I mean? I want to hear how real she is. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Is this about, you know, the poetry, or is this about the entertainment? You know, I mean, you gotta have your yin and your yang. You know
and that's what life is. Yeah. That's what life is, yin and yang. But yeah, I got something for you. Yeah, I was like, hold on, I was not prepared.
Pulling it up right now.
I got so much on here, so damn, man. Some I don't want to put out yet.
Yeah, I mean, you know, something that, you know, you could just give to people. It don't necessarily got to be, you know, the exclusive, you know. Wow.
Everything is exclusive.
Right. No doubt. No, I mean, I feel that too.
That's funny, though.
But, you know, it could be, you know, even something you got out right now, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm just trying to pick the perfect, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, because like, this is my first.
I see you got archives over there though. You got a real catalog. Like, hold on, I gotta check my books real quick.
Yeah, you see, you know what I'm saying? I'd really be on.
No, that's dope though. I like that.
You know, but this is my first time actually being on whatever, radio pod. Yeah, so like, well, no, I did a couple interviews, like, but not in this type of situation. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's just. I want to pick the perfect moment because I really feel like I'm at a different level than I was before.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? So I want to get it right. Right. That's what it's about. You know, when you get those chances.
Good talk.
All right, but from Build Destroy. I live every day, therefore I ride every day. Mood change like a pair of socks. I'm a loose cannon with solid aim. True paradox, everything so black and white. Real life got mad shades, some stories be bad days. Got more than a few dark tales, trapped in the matrix under spells. I believe in one energy, we can use it to build, we can use it to destroy. I done still wear racks in my hands, I done been homeless, I done been unemployed. My life is a real life soundtrack. These days only under the influence of dark liquor and them loud packs. I got tossed, but I bounced back. Real life ghosts when they see me, and they want me to believe we only die once, but the truth, it freed me. All I'm trying to do, live my life in ink and hope they read me. I listen to music these days, and I swear hip-hop, they need me. They need me. They need me.
Yeah, dope, man. Is that it?
I mean, that's, you know, the drop. That's just a little.
Yeah, a little something,
16
something. You know,
on 'em.
real quick. I appreciate it. Thank you, man. That was exclusive. That was hot. That was Lyssa, True Poet. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all check her out online. I mean, go ahead and tell people where they could, you know, follow.
Yeah, follow me. You know, follow me. See what I'm about, and you know, drop me a message. Don't be, you know, interact, whatever. You know, let's vibe, let's conversate. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Spotify. You can find me on SoundCloud. You can find me on YouTube.
All Lyssa, True
Google
Poet.
Play. You know what I'm saying? Lyssa, True Poet. You know, I'm trying to keep it consistent. So,
Right,
you know,
absolutely.
find me, whatever it is, you know, find me, Lyssa, True Poet.
No doubt. You got any shout outs you want to drop before we cut out?
Yeah, I do actually want to shout out all true poets, you know what I'm saying, in general. I want to shout out Left Lane Campaign. I want to shout out my manager, Shorty Sanfrey. I want to shout out, you know, and just everything really in life in general. That's what it's about, music in general. And every artist out there trying to do their thing, and, you know, who's been struggling and trying to get through it. And, yeah, everybody just deserves a shout out in general.
No doubt. Well, it's been exclusive. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for coming through, Lyssa, True Poet. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it.
And, you know, Wilson Block 100 Radio. We out. Hey, yo, what's good with it, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Wilson. And we back on Wilson Block 100 Live. We're going to call it Wilson Block 100. It's Wilson Block 100 Live. You know what I mean? And, I am a professional dishwasher. Okay. And, that's pretty much what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? When I look at what I got to do to make money aside from my arts and everything that I do on the creative tip, I'm dishwasher. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a professional dishwasher. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, this episode, I'm going to talk about, being a professional dishwasher. You know what I'm saying? There's been a lot of reception from why dishwashers quit their jobs. You know what I mean? I want to go over some of that. I'm back in the pit. You know what I'm saying? I'm back dishwashing again. It's 2018. Well, we in the month of July. Look, issue 65 just dropped and I'm back dishwashing. You know what I'm saying? And right now I got another job on the line, another dishwashing job on the line. Well, I'm gonna have 2 full-time dishwashing jobs. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I might have to do a little light work, kitchen prep. You know what I mean? And I don't like knives, and you know what I mean? But I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, open myself up. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? Just really just do what it takes to make it. You know what I'm saying? I got goals. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm trying to do this. And, you know what it is, man. So, you know, this job, you know, being a professional dishwasher and finding the right gig for you. You know what I'm saying? Cause listen, man, I got a lot of reception. Know there's a lot of dishwashers out there. You have a hard time at your job. You know what I mean? We know the story. You know what I'm saying? You could just look at my video, you know what I mean? And just look at the comment. You know the story about dishwashers, you know what I'm saying, in the restaurant industry, man. So, you know, I got some tips on how to find the right gig and make it worth your time. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Shit, I might retire. You know, the way I'm going right now over here where I'm living at, I'm going to give you these tips, man. I might retire as a dishwasher. You know what I mean? Straight up. And it's really a job that I take pride in. You know, I'm very open about it. And you know what I'm saying? Like it's a respectable job. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's just as respectable as being a chef. You know what I'm saying? Because you're doing a service and it's very important. You know what I'm saying? The dishes get clean. You know what I'm saying? It's, you know, and I'm just saying that as a customer, you know what I mean? And that's real. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, without further ado, man, you know what I'm saying? We're going to get into this local music real quick, man. I want y'all to check out these local artists that I'm pumping. You know what I'm saying? They really, coming from a great place, and I'm bringing you the best in local music, man. I give you my word. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, listen to Wilson Block 100 Radio for for, local music, the local arts, you know what I'm saying? You got a friend that's an artist, you know what I mean? Refer them to the block, man. Let's play their music. So when you at work working, you know what I'm saying? You got your earphones in, you know what I'm saying? Be listening to Wilson Block 100 Radio, because we bringing you the latest in local music and the best of the latest in local music. You know what I'm saying? So without further ado, man, we're going to get into this Gabriel Teodros, you know what I'm saying? Live on the Seattle music scene. And this is Outside Looking In on the Evidence of Things Not Seen album. You know what I mean? So y'all get a bar of this, man. It's your boy, Mr. Wilson on Wilson Block 100 Live. And I'll be right back. Chill.
Real hip yeah, real hip hop is a popular myth. Ideas have the power when they are not fixed. Grace Lee Love knows what it is. It goes purpose, people, places. My city blew up, but I don't see myself. Why? I still make music to free myself. I exist without your permission. Foundational to the buildings you live in. Laid over black folks' bones. Historical omission. The styles went mainstream, but somehow it's different. A poisonous mix of music and business. These new pop stars used to watch us and mimic. Younger rappers wanna be them and don't get it. It's like the new hip hop is just attracting attention for the sake of attention. If this is what we feel, I don't wanna be in it. I'm not here to fit in or to sell you an image. My ability to write has made more than a living. It has kept me alive through times when I didn't. Think I survived the night, music gave me a vision. Strength to overcome even when no one listened. I didn't see myself, why? I still made music to free myself. Looked at the whole industry and didn't see myself. I still make music to free myself, and I do it even if it never feeds myself. I still make music to free myself, or only someone in relation to everyone else. And we still make music to free ourselves. Everything we were ridiculed for then somehow one day became a new trend. How are we now on the outside looking in to something that wouldn't exist without what we did? I used to be proud, but seeing fame change friends. These films about our scene, I can't relate to them. They just blah 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 on about making it. It's no different, they only think it's capitalist. As if only in the industry this culture exists. Disconnected, conscious when the radio played that. Those same rappers now do coke and sell crack. Asian kids say the N-word and get a pat on their back, claiming POC and staying anti-black. My whole city doesn't seem to care that this gotten whack. I got love for a few who clearly stay true, even when what you've made no longer includes you. And you find strength in yourself to still make music to free yourself. On the Underground Railroad escaping hell, they were making music so they could free themselves. Slavery got abolished now except for jails. Private prisons and media giants fill cells. Popular rap brings us back to hell. How do we make music now that can free ourselves? I only wanna make music to free myself. How do we all make music to free ourselves? I only wanna make music to free myself. How do we all make music to free ourselves? I only wanna make music to free myself. How do we all make music to free ourselves? I only wanna make music to free myself. How do we all...
Yes, sir. And that was Gabriel Teodros, you know what I mean? Outside Looking In. Go and cop that on the Evidence of Things Not Seen. You know what I mean? And if it ain't on the Wilson Block, then I'm tripping. You know what I mean? And if it ain't on the Wilson Block, man, go ahead and let me know. You know what I'm saying? But I'm almost sure that it's on the Wilson Block. You know what I mean? Because I'm on it. But yeah, man, this is being a professional dishwasher. You know what I'm saying? And making the most of it, man. I just want to go over a couple topics to help you guys along, man, because I've heard some real heartfelt topics. And, to be honest, man, every other day I'm getting, a new comment on the video. You know what I'm saying? It's my most viral video. You know what I'm saying? Why dishwashers quit their jobs. You know what I'm saying? And I did a part 2 that's doing okay. You know what I'm saying? They ain't doing as well as the first one. And I just want to let you guys know, man, that, if you have, citizenship in the United States, you know what I mean? Getting a dishwasher job is probably, you know what I'm saying? Arguably, you know what I mean? The most easiest job to get. Okay. Dishwashers, are needed. You know what I mean? Because, you know what I'm saying? You got a lot of restaurants, and at the end of the day, you know what I mean? They need labor who's gonna, you know what I'm saying, pretty much be the instrumentalist and making everything run smoothly. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? If you got a social security card, you know what I'm saying, green papers, whatever, if you certified in the States, you know what I'm saying, and you got your ID, you can virtually go anywhere in this country. You know what I'm saying? Get a job dishwashing, get on your feet and make it happen. Now listen, it's gonna be a struggle. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're out there on your own and you got to make it happen for yourself. Dishwashing the gig is a good way to hit the ground running. You know what I mean? And I'm a living testament to that. Now listen, man, I came back to Seattle, from LA. And, while I was in LA, I applied for dishwashing gigs. They wouldn't hire me. I had a couple interviews here and there, but they just wouldn't hire me. You know, I'm applying for jobs in Seattle, Washington, and they hitting me back. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I'm about to have my second dishwashing gig in a minute. You know what I'm saying? So dishwashers out there, man, if you're really looking for work, if you're really looking to, you know, wherever you're living at in America, I don't care where you're living at in the United States. You know what I'm saying? Come to Seattle, Washington and get a dishwashing gig. And I guarantee you that you're going to be able to get a spot. Okay. You might be able to buy a car. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to be able to be self-sufficient. You know what I'm saying? And if you get that information by this podcast, holla at your boy, Mr. Wilson, man. I'll touch down with you. Make sure you straight. You know what I'm saying? But, I just want to say, you know what I'm saying? How to find a good dishwashing gig. To find a good dishwashing gig, you know what I'm saying? Update your resume. You know what I'm saying? Use the Indeed app. Download the Indeed app. You know what I'm saying? And start just applying to a whole bunch of one-click applies. Search Indeed for dishwashing gigs in different cities, and you'll see what the wage is, the general wage is. Now, if you check Seattle, I guarantee you're going to be seeing $16, $17 an hour. Well worth your time. Any job that you can be doing, any dishwashing gig or any job for that matter that you could be doing in your hometown, other than Washington State, you can be doing here and making a lot more money. You know what I mean? So if you have nothing to lose, you ain't got nothing holding you back, come to Seattle, Washington. They're looking for people who's willing to work. You know what I mean? And we on a mission over here, man. So, go ahead and that's consider it. You know what I'm saying? And I also want to, say, I'm getting $17 an hour out here, plus full benefits. You know what I'm saying? I got a great job out here dishwashing, you know what I'm saying? And I'm back in the pit, you know what I'm saying? And I'm busting out. I got a great attitude, you know what I'm saying? I look forward to going to work. It doesn't feel like, I gotta go to work. No, I'm going to work, you know what I'm saying? And that's what it is, man. I'm very proud to be able to do this, you know? And if you want to feel that way about your dishwashing gig because you know it's a job that you can maintain, man, listen, man, Seattle, Washington has some great jobs for you, man, and you can make great money here doing it, and you ain't got nothing else to worry about. That's why I'm doing this new show, man, because ain't nothing holding me back. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, that's what it is, man. We're gonna go ahead and get into this last track, you know what I'm saying, by your boy Bones. You know what I'm saying? This is called The Foundation. And get a bar, son. We out.
I want to send this one out to all the cats who laid it down, all the rappers who came before me and motivated me to put out the shit I put out. Now I mean this for y'all, much love. From past to present, turn to a king from a peasant. Accomplish the unexpected and learn a valuable lesson. You listen to these rhymes, but listen to my roots. Have me looking untouchable like God's forbidden fruit. From happiness to depression, lyrics like lethal injection. But haters keep pressing, so carry a Smith & Wesson. From your city to my section, with similar relation. Soaking up the game from rappers who laid the foundation. It was September of 2003, age 12, 7th grade, trying to decide what I wanna be. Pasadena where we rested, Marshall was where I attended. Last class of the day, the teacher was about to start the lesson. My homie said, what up? I said, was cracking polo. He put me on some cats, Criminal Minds, Capone and Lolo. Took their headphones and plugged them to take a listen. These cats was out to get the paper as the only mission. It was something I was feeling. I wanted to join the rap roster. As soon as I heard Mafia style lyrics of a murder mobster. Wasting no time. The next day I wrote my first rhyme. With about 20 bars, stood up and spit the first line. When I got home, I told the homies on the block. And ever since then, I've had this rap shit on lock. Posted on Catalina Medina with Levin, his little brother. Dropped my first track at his pad, so these haters run for cover. Past to present, turn to a king from a peasant. Accomplish the unexpected and learn a valuable lesson. You listen to these rhymes, but listen to my roots. Have me looking and touching, but like God's forbidden fruit. From happiness to depression, lyrics like lethal injection. But haters keep pressing, so carry a Smith and Wesson from your city to my section. With similar relation, soaking up the game from rappers who laid the foundation. A couple years later, different rhymes, same set. And met a cat who produces beats like the sound of heaven. They called him Mason, cause he laid the foundation for producers in the area. Now end of the equation. Mason met Greasy, who already knew truth. They already knew chaotic, now shit hit the roof. They formed the Rose family, but keep your split lit, cause they was the best thing to happen to Dina in a minute. A lyrical ministry, now who can oppose the shit? I swear I was motivated every time Too High spit. Y'all had all the questions and we gave you all the answers. Then we laced the track to blast you in the neck dances. And even though they split, they still carry on tradition. I'm Armenian till I die, but hip hop is my religion. I was one foe with experience of twofold, with a flow that made you go, whoa, here we go. Check from past to present, turn to a king from a peasant. Accomplish the unexpected and learn a valuable lesson. You listen to these rhymes, but listen to my roots. Have me looking and touching, but like God's forbidden fruit. From happiness to depression, lyrics like lethal injection. But haters keep pressing, so carry a Smith and Wesson from your city to my section. With similar relation, soaking up the game from rappers who laid the foundation. July 24th, 2008, collected enough dough and now I can hardly wait. Just when I thought at any moment I would die alone, I finally went out and caught me my first microphone. Within a few months I must have busted a miracle. Laced 14 tracks and then I dropped raw material. My first album, but I wasn't having fun yet. Partially because I wasn't even done yet. About a half year later, 15 tracks to deposit. Sorted out the track list and now I'm buried in your closet. I met Bing Bing while MySpace was still hot. If time is money, homie, then I'm up against the clock. We made it clear for anybody who was seeing blurry. Y'all knew we could spit when we drop bars of fury. An investment you should make, continuous rising stock. They laid the foundation, now I'm fucking with the Wilson block. From past to present, turn to a king from a peasant. Accomplish the unexpected and learn a valuable lesson. You listen to these rhymes, but listen to my roots. Have me looking and touching, but like God's forbidden fruit. From happiness to depression, lyrics like me.